Hi everybody and welcome to another Nikon D810 video. I will tell you I've been using this for a few days now and I absolutely love it. It feels absolutely outstanding and it works absolutely outstanding also. I will tell you though that I had a few subscribers send me a few emails and ask if I'd had the bright spot problem. Now, if you Google it, you'll see that on really long exposures in a certain crop mode, especially at nighttime photography and stuff, you'll see that there's meant to be a problem where you get the odd little bright little spot on the image. Anyway, it didn't bother me because I don't do that anyway, but when I come to register my camera yesterday, I did have a quick look on, when I come to register it, I got an important message from Nikon saying notice to all D810 users. And it mentioned this problem and asked me to put my serial number in. And it says, I'm really sorry, yours has got this problem and needs to come back to be sorted. Anyway, what I also read was, if you look at the bottom of your camera, obviously that's got a grip on at the minute. You do it with no grip on. You take the grip off and then you look at the bottom where the tripod mount is. And it's silver. And the new one, or the one that's been sorted out, has black in the bottom. So if you look at mine at minute, when I look in that hole, it's all silver, even the bottom of it. If it was sorted, or the newer one that's came out, it'd be black at the bottom. So there's a little tip for you. If yours isn't black there, yours needs sorting. You need to send it to Nikon. It is a free service. To be fair, there's no rush though if you never shoot like 10-minute exposures and stuff. And it's only in one of the crop modes. I think it's 1.2 or something like that. Which I'd never be doing anyway, but I'm still not happy. So I rang the shop up and the shop were really helpful and apologised and says, look, we'll order another one in. We've had this one that you got, John, for a while on a demo. He said, even though it had only done 100 pictures, it's still been in a while. He said, so what we'll do is we'll get another one in and we'll just swap it over for you when it comes in. So that's me sorted. So that's that over. But I can honestly say that I absolutely love the camera. It feels breathtakingly good to hold. The focus and that's just the same. I know the D750 was meant to be a little bit snappier, but I never had it long enough. There's nothing wrong with that. The ISO performance, I have noticed immediately that it looked a little bit cleaner on the D750, but on the other hand, as if you watched the video before this on shooting small RAW and large RAW, 36 megapixel files to 10 megapixels, whatever they were, you can see that from the same camera, the 10 megapixel RAW file looks a lot more better than the 36 when you zoomed into 100% only. And that's the D750 was a 24 megapixel camera. So obviously when you're zooming in on that camera to this camera, it might be like, let's give an example, it might be like the D750 is 65% in Photoshop and the D810 is at 100. So you're gonna see more artifacts and stuff like that at 100%. But on the other hand, when ISO is not a problem at lower ISOs, you're going to see much more detail at the same time as well. So it's a catch-22. But I'm happy with it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the ISO performance on it. I am going to review a piece of software called d810 Optics Pro 10. You can download a trial. I've been downloading a trial of it. I'm going to try and get a key though, so I can have it. Hopefully they'll give me it, but I can tell you now that software is really good. I mean, if you've been shooting at high ISOs, what you can do is you can import your images to Lightroom, but then the high ISO ones you can just take to this piece of software from Lightroom and then back again. So when you go to this piece of software, as soon as you import it in, it's got a profile that reads your lens, it reads your camera body, so it fixes your distortion, your chromatic aberration, which to be fair, I'm not right bothered about that, but it also reads the noise as well. It's been specially designed, so it knows that when my D810 comes in with this Nikon 50mm 1.8G at f2.8 at ISO 6400, somebody's already made a profile for that and edited it to the best possible way it can be edited, and it just does it for you. Then you can just hit File, Export back to Lightroom, and you get a DNG back or a TIFF back into Lightroom, and you've done nothing, absolutely nothing on those images. I mean, it sounds great so far. I don't know if I'm going to live with it just yet, but it does sound good, and I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'm going to show you d810 Optics Pro, and I think you'll think it's outstanding. Because I'm all about workflow and I'm all about speed. If you come home and you're spending 2 weeks editing a wedding, there's something seriously wrong with you, or you're just only doing a wedding a year and you're not bothered if it takes you 6 months. But when you're doing a few weddings, when you've got other things to do, other jobs to do, you need to get that wedding that you've photographed, at least photography. Photography should be taking you a weekend tops. That's through getting the images, culling them all down, editing them, showing them to the bride, and if she give you them back, you should be able to edit the ones that she chose back within a weekend, no problem. I can. Admittedly, I once had a bit of a debate with a friend of mine about looking at his images and mine, and he went, yeah, but when you put yours next to mine, you can see that I took that extra, and I went, no, you took an extra week, 2 weeks to edit yours, and they only look 10% better, and that's only side by side. If you'd never seen yours, or you'd seen yours at your house and mine at mine, you wouldn't tell the difference whatsoever. They'd look the same, apart from you spent 2 weeks and I spent 9 hours. So that's what I'm about. I will tell you now that since I've been using the Nikon d810, I've been using back button focus. I reset this button here to do my focus. I set my focus mode in AF continuous, so that when I hold the button in at the back, my camera constantly focuses and I can just click the shutter. And then if I just want a one shot, let's say I want to focus on my Nikon D7100, I can just bring it up to my eye, press it until the confirmation light comes on, let go, and take 10 pictures of my camera instead of waiting for it to focus every time. And then if my camera decides to get up and want to fall over or run off, I can just hold it in and follow it running off down the road. I hope my camera never does that, but you never know, it could do. So yeah, and I'd just like to say before I go, I'd like to say thank you for giving me a thumbs up. I don't know if you know how this works, I'm not going to bore you with it, but basically if you thumbs up my videos or you do a quick comment, whichever one, I don't think it matters which one you do, whatever's quicker for you, I'm happy for you to do. I didn't know this, it helps my videos show up in the search. So for a prime example, if you, let's say I've done a fair few videos on the Nikon D750, but if you put Nikon D750 review, mine ain't going to show up if somebody's got 500 likes and 100 comments. They're going to show up before me, even though it might be a crap review. So that's the only reason I'm asking you for them thumbs up. One, so I know you're enjoying the videos, which I already know that anyway, but and two, so that they show up in search more, so that more people see them, I get more subscribers, and then I'll take more time in doing my videos. Like now I'm doing this video in my house. If you've noticed, I haven't been out in the field for ages, and that's one of the reasons why. Because I'm not going to go getting a model, go putting on Model Mayhem and get some models and go out and do pictures and do this and do that. If I'm getting 4 thumbs up, it's just not worth me doing. I might as well just sit here in my house where I can be lazy on a chair and help you that way. So don't forget, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Only takes 1 second to do, and please comment and subscribe, and I'll see you very shortly with a review of the YN600 LED video light, which is off again to my side, with some more detailed reviews on the Nikon D7100, which I've actually shied away from because I've gone to the D810. And obviously some more reviews on the Nikon D810 and the Meike MK910. I've got a load of stuff to review, by the way. And yeah, see you in the next.